Porta allows you to create your own moments, but you can also remix moments from other people as well. The app is ready, like Ife said, waiting for approval to launch in China, but US launch is moving on ahead. So this week we had to do a lot of work, billing, ICP, and a lot of things on distribution as well. So ICP is what we need in China to launch. So we're gonna ask Ife.
Yeah, I'm here.
How's our ICP? How's it going?
It's like, do you know in China the most difficult things for you publish a web or an application is to get some license. In China, you should at most get 11 license when you publish an app, and the ICP is the basement. But we done it very fast. Yeah,
Good.
we publish our IPN and lots of things to the people, and they allow us to use this IP and our domain to do it. Yeah.
Okay. So how many do we need now? How many do we need now to launch?
I think as maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. Yeah, we are here. Yeah,
Okay, so when are we gonna be able to launch Porta now?
next week I think, or maybe the end of December or something.
That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So part of the other thing we had to do was billing. And billing is so tricky because the AI models that we're running is very expensive. So we had to do something like a limit and stuff. So come say this. So we designed a system where when a user, so maybe like a free user, we could give you like 2 or 3 free pictures, right? And then so once you've exhausted the picture, then you have this video limit. So this one means we have to integrate like Google Play, Apple Play. No. That's App Store, Google Play Store as well. So for billing is very delicate. It's very tricky. You have to go through a lot of like system, and also on your end as well, you have to ensure that you know what you're doing, so you prevent double billing, like or double crediting, right? So, but yeah, that's part of like the things that we did this week, basically. So, the app is ready, like Ife said. We're waiting for approval to launch in China, but US launch is moving on ahead. Like US doesn't need any license at least to run, basically. So, yeah, it's part of what we're doing. Come, look at this. One of the interesting things we did this week was also this image quality, right? So now people can generate 4K image, HD image, or standard quality image as well. So these are all things that you're gonna see, or you would have seen in the app demo already, depending on how I ordered it or structured it in this video. So yeah, that's it. So I was taking a walk in Beijing, and I want to touch on distribution a little bit. So, Porta is for creating and remixing moments, right? So it's a novel concept, and on this channel, in the last couple of videos, I've talked a lot more about product process, what we're doing, but there's something even more important than product, which is distribution, which is how we're gonna get our initial couple of users, right? So, been thinking about it throughout the week, and I sort of formulating like a plan, or sort of like the best way to approach it. So, and we're gonna be leaning heavily on UGC, especially for the American market. All right. So, we're working with UGC's social media. That's going to be the primary distribution channel that we're going to experiment with, basically. But also, in the last couple of months, especially this year there's been some, product launches that generates some, interest or talk, right? This is basically primarily by the video that they made. So we're gonna be making some AI generated video, some thought provoking video using Sora and Veo 3, right? So the goal of the video is to get people talking, right? And it's an experiment too. So which is how you have to approach growth, basically. So growth is series of experiments. You don't spend as much money on the small ones when you're still testing, looking for a channel, right? So, but once you find a channel, you can really then double down on it. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Distribution is really key, right? So, and there's sort of like a camp on which one is more important, distribution or product. I'm gonna give my own, my own take, basically.
Yeah, I know she know that I know she got a boyfriend. She always hitting my phone, but what's the reason? Make time for me, only see me on the weekend. Girl, you say you love me, then why don't you just leave him? I got caught up in the mess, love what I can't have. But she got me stressed.
So the reason why I'm building a product Foundry for consumer AI is to take AI breakthroughs and put it into people's hand, make it part of their daily habits. And Porta is gonna be my first attempt to do that. There's been a lot of breakthroughs in AI image models, right? Especially in 2025. ChatGPT image earlier in the year was one of it. I mean, it feels like it's been a lot longer than that, but it actually is just 2025. Broke the internet. A lot of people generated, Studio Gilbert version of themselves. But that was it. That was the end. And why is that the case, right? It's because you basically have to be technical in prompting in order to do anything beyond that, which a lot of people aren't. The second thing is like it's also very isolating. You just generate it and that's all, right? So people want to express themselves visually, no doubt about that. But you either have to be, it's too technical, which means you have to know how to prompt, or isolated, just generate it and that's it. So Porter is an attempt to solve that, and Porter is solving both of those things. So you don't have to be technical, and there's a feed. So Porter allows you to create your own moments, but you can also remix moments from other people as well, right? So there's a feed that you can see of other people's generation, right? What is a moment, right? You know, you at the beach is a moment. You on top of Mount Everest is a moment. You at the Eiffel Tower is a moment. And AI has reached a point where that is possible now, right? So, and that is basically what Porter is. So, I'm going to show you a demo now of how you can use Porter to generate an awesome moment, right? So, let me show you how it works, how Porter works. So, you're greeted with a feed, and these are moments from other people that have been made public. Incredible. Everything is AI generated. Everything you're looking at here. And you can explore in a TikTok style scroll feed like this, or you could do it outside like this. When you see something you like, just with the push of a button, you can literally like remix for yourself. So yeah, I think like this. So I'm gonna generate this. Now I can take a photo and then select some of the parameters. So I am a young man, and at least an handsome young man. So pronouns hair color. There's some options sometimes, or you can enter any color you like. So if I want a blue hair, I could put it in, but I'm just gonna say black. And then the sweater color, the hairstyle, right? I think I probably want afro, so I'm just gonna type it instead of one of the options provided. Then sweater, I think red is fine, so I'm entering red. So image quality 4K, and that's it, right? So now it's basically generating. So Wait a couple of seconds. Oh no. So now I can see myself in the 80s or 90s on a Hafra, right? So yeah, and you can do a lot of other things like stickers, text, editing, and you can also basically share and other people can remix. So that's basically it. I have some incredible generations before now. So here's me at a coffee shop, right? Incredible. Um, Here's my headshot. As you can see, these are highly super realistic photos, skin texture, and here's me, and so yeah. Also, you could just decide to create by yourself without having to scroll through the feed. So you can select anything you want, like also search any scene extensively like this as well. So um, that's basically how it works. It's a simple app, but it's a breakthrough. Uh, it's a novel concept, right? Put any AI breakthrough into people's hands. Distribution is now the most important thing now. So my time, I want 80% of my time, 90% of my time to now be focused on distribution. So the launch plan is heavily focused around socials, which means a lot of videos. And if you want to get mind share, right, there are some certain elements that has to be in your video. I'm actually taking a cue from one of the best launch this year so far, globally. But of course, we're not trying to clone anything. But so I'm about to have a meeting with my video guy, and then we're gonna talk about some of the things that should be present, some of the things we're gonna use AI to make some of the videos as well, which is really good for us, right? So
Pressed other
yeah.
side of the window. Wish that I knew better. Wish that we could keep it simple.